Hi Cancer, this is your monthly forecast for the month of August 2016. Thanks for joining me. Cancer, you are a water sign, and the water signs are the ones that usually show me the most love every month. So for you, I'm doing something special. I'm filming in your natural habitat, which is the beach, the ocean, this month. So enjoy the view. And remember, this is a general forecast for anyone born under the sun, moon, or rising sign in the sign of Cancer. But don't forget, we're all made of more than just one sign. You have a moon or rising sign that may be different from the sun sign in Cancer. So look up your birth chart. I posted a link below to where you can do that. And if you don't know how to interpret it and you would like an astrologer such as myself to interpret it for you and give you a reading, go ahead and shoot me an email. My email address is in the description box as well, and I will be happy to help you with that. I will send you a response letting you know how we can schedule something. All right? Now on to your general August forecast. All right, Cancer, so this month, your biggest focus is going to be on finances. On finances and handling a lot of business, doing a lot of things, multitasking. You're going to be super duper busy this month. It's because your second house is still highlighted. That's because Leo is second from Cancer, and we're still continuing Leo season. So that area is definitely still playing an important part in the beginning of August. Then the energy shifts to Virgo, which is your third house, the house of the busybody, the busy mind. Let's break down the planetary activity and explain why this is. So the sun will be in your second house until August 22nd in the sign of Leo. And wherever the sun is transiting through, it really shines a light throughout that area of your life and makes you see things a lot clearer. So for you, this is finances, this is earning money, this is budgeting your money, how you spend your money. If you have a lack of budgeting, I mean, your resources, which means your bills and things like that, whatever it is that you spend your money on, you're going to be really focused on that. So the sun is going to show you, what is lacking, what needs some work, what's going well for you. And this can mean possibly getting a new job, a new source of income, maybe a source of secondary income like a second job, or this is a house of also like a creative energy, of creative hobbies. This can mean that you find a creative hobby that you turn into a business or a second job. That's very much possible. You can be looking at your resources. Are you spending too much money on pointless things or things that you can cut back on? Like, do you really need to go to Starbucks all the time? Or can you just make your own coffee? Or does your job, your workplace have a coffee maker? I mean, can you make coffee at home and bring it to work? Things like that to save money and cut back and budget are what you're going to be seeing a little bit more. On the negative side, the second house is the house of the consumer, where you may feel like spending more money as well. Buy. You might look around and think, oh my gosh, like, I really wish I could have like new furniture, or I really wish I had this material thing, that material thing. So you might start noticing those things and having the urge to spend more money as well. So just be mindful of that. Whatever you spend, whatever you earn is definitely going to be your focus this month and seen a lot more clearly. So August 2nd, there's going to be a new moon in Leo. That is your second house of earned income. I hope you can still hear me through the music, through the band. But that's also your second house, and new moons bring new beginnings. It's like the birth of something brand new, and a lot of times that can mean that something old has to go away and be flushed out of your life and sent away in order to make way for something brand new. So this is in regards to finances. This can mean you find a new way to budget your money, you find a new job, you find you may have like a new actual like bill that you have to pay, accumulate something like a car or a house or something that is maybe something that's a new asset that you may have to pay for. That can happen. A second job and taking a look in a different view with how you earn your money and how you spend your money is going to happen with this new moon. So the energy starts shifting into the sign of Virgo this month, and that is your third house of communication, of short distance travel, of being a busybody, having a busy mind, being super active and moving around and doing a lot of things like running a lot of errands, trying to do a lot of things at once and multitasking. That's all the third house. On the 5th of the month, we have Venus going there into Virgo, into your third house. And wherever Venus travels is how you're going to be enjoying yourself, enjoying life. And it can mean love and romance as far as where you can meet a potential love partner, don't mind my hair. So as far as enjoyment, the third house is all about doing things like little things here and there, trying new things. You could get kind of bored easily with the norm, you know, the regular things that you do to have fun or for enjoyment. Like for example, Venus rules the five senses, and the five senses, one of them includes taste, you know, which means eating food, enjoying food. So you may feel like bored with the usual food that you eat, you know? Cancers love food, but maybe you may like, you know, you like foods that are comfortable for you and comforting, but maybe this month you might want to try some new stuff, you know, go to some new restaurants instead of the same ones that are close to home, close by where you live. You might be a little bit more adventurous on like a day-to-day basis with things like that. Maybe trying a new coffee shop if you drink coffee, you know, going to different places. And like I said, this is where you can potentially meet a love interest. So the third house is those day-to-day places you go, like a coffee shop, Starbucks, or what have you, like the grocery store, like the gas station, like the library, the bank. You can meet someone there, you know, maybe like flirt with someone. This is also the house of small talk, just small talk, being really chatty with someone, even if you don't know them, being able to talk to strangers, and being a little bit adventurous in love. Like I said, liking to have like a variety. So if you're a single Cancer, you might feel like not sticking to just one person during this time. You might get bored easily with them. You know, you might want to date somebody different, eat like on different days of the week, and just enjoy time with them. Having a variety is definitely what Venus in the third is all about. Third house is also enjoying things like that are quick moving and that are electronic. So maybe even getting a new phone or getting a new like digital electronic device for fun, like a tablet, a new phone, a new computer, you know, something to play, and maybe start playing some of those like online interactive games. You know, those are just little mundane day-to-day things that you might be enjoying a little bit more at this time. So Mercury is in Virgo this month in your third house all month, and Mercury and the third house are very similar energies actually. Mercury rules the sign of Gemini. Gemini is the third sign on the zodiac wheel. So if you look at your actual birth chart, anything that's third is going to be like similar to Gemini energy, similar to Mercury, which is communication, movement of the hands, skills of the hands, and quick thinking, and being witty and funny, and being able to just quickly come up with ideas and concepts and comebacks to people if they're kind of trying to joke with you or mess with you or talk crap to you in some sort of way. You can be like that when it comes to comebacks. Mercury in the third house is going to really keep your mind very active, very busy. You're going to probably have maybe even a little trouble sleeping and have this anxious energy to where you just always feel like you have to be doing something. You have to be doing something with your hands. You have to be reading. You have to be listening to something on your phone while you shower. You have to be, you know, just having an active mind. But this is an excellent time to learn something new, learn a new skill of the hands especially. So maybe take like a class that's only maybe a few weeks long or something, and learn a new skill of some sort. This is an excellent time to do that. Now Mercury is going to go retrograde this month. It goes retrograde on the 30th of August at 21 degrees Virgo. Now 2 weeks before that, okay, like from the 15th of August on, is the shadow period where Mercury is slowing down its transit of moving forward and preparing to start spinning backwards. So you can still have things happen, especially technological issues. I'm sorry to report to you, Cancers, because this is happening in your third house of communication and of your little technological devices that you use to communicate. So I would say this, for my Cancers especially, during Mercury shadow period from the 15th of August on, what you need to do is make sure your car is tuned up. Check your tires, check your oil, check everything, okay? Make sure you have a protective case on your phone or your tablet. Make sure that your computer has virus protection. Do all of those things to protect your communication devices. Because Mercury retrograde can bring things up to show you to your face like what you missed. That's what Mercury is all about. It is about details to some extent. So if you missed any details, like taking care of your devices, taking care of your vehicle, anything you use to travel short distances or communicate, Mercury's gonna be like, yo, look Cancer, you totally missed this thing, okay? It's gonna be like you totally missed, you know, protecting this investment of yours, this communication device, technology device. So you need to really watch that, Cancer, and protect your stuff this month. So the sun moves into your third house on August 22nd in the sign of Virgo. So the sun is definitely going to help Mercury retrograde that's already in this house and Venus to pay attention to third house matters like your vehicles and everything that I mentioned with Mercury retrograde. So the sun there will just really help you to see things a lot more clearly in regards to communication, short distance travel, and your day-to-day activities, your errands that you need to run. Even if there's not really like a lot of stuff you have to do, you're gonna be like finding reasons, like, or the reasons will find you for being really busy, moving about, going here, going there, just really taking care of business this month. So very important news, more important news for Cancers. On the 18th of August, there is an eclipse. There's a full moon eclipse in the sign of Aquarius. Now, eclipses in general, the effects of them can last up to 6 months, it is said, okay? Cancers, you guys are ruled by the moon. And an eclipse of the moon already just affects you guys no matter what sign it's in. So this is definitely going to rock your world in a way where it brings about like extreme change, okay? So I want you guys to prepare for that. It's not scary. Eclipses are not always scary and woo, some kind of voodoo stuff going on or anything like that. It's not even like that. But this is going on in your 8th house, Cancer people. 8th house has to do with the joint resources that you have with another person. For example, you're married, or you know, you are in a companionship that's like a marriage, a very serious, committed one. You guys share a home. You guys share paying for vehicles, paying for things for the kids. You know, this rules also like income that you get from Social Security, income that you get from inheritances. It's also like child support, alimony, tax money, all those types of things. But it also rules very deep soul bonding relationships, okay? So all of those things are definitely highlighted, or at least in one area that I mentioned is going to be really super important. Big changes on the horizon for Cancer people. It could be that you and a partner decide to really join forces and maybe get married, make things legal. Join your forces together financially some sort of way. Get a joint bank account. Anything in those regards can definitely happen with this full moon eclipse. But remember, the effects last up to 6 months. So it can be that a breakthrough happens in maybe a case that you had for child support or alimony or some sort of income that comes from a source like that. So the 8th house is transformation, like personal transformation. So my Cancer people, you know, there's something that's very life-changing on the horizon for you beginning in August. So definitely be prepared for that. I would start really, you know, meditating, praying, whatever it is that you do, if you believe in a higher source of power and love. And, you know, trying to manifest good things that have to do with the 8th house. Like really changing as a person for the better in a good way. Maybe some of my Cancers might have some bad habits or addictions or, you know, things that you want to get rid of. Maybe you need to get rid of an intimate partnership. It could be that as well. Or maybe you really want to begin one. You don't have one in your life and you really want that intimate bonding, that, you know, that partnership with someone that's very special and on a soul deep level that you can really trust someone, because the 8th house energy does deal with trust in a way, you know, trust issues, not being able to trust someone because you have a wall up and letting that wall down. So that wall may be broken down for you in the next 6 months with this eclipse. All right, Cancer, so what I'm gonna do lastly is I'm going to pull some cards for you. One that's based on the new moon, your message for the new moon, and the other one is based on your message for the full moon eclipse, because especially for Cancers, you guys are ruled by the moon and this is very important for you. So let me shuffle and I will be right back. All right, Cancers, don't mind my crazy hair and all the noise, oh my gosh, but I shuffled cards for you, and for the new moon, I got the Page of Earth, and this is very appropriate for the 2nd house, because the 2nd house deals with finances, and this is where the new moon is. So on the card itself, it says good news about financial matters, which is awesome for you. wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. Now this also goes along with the energy of the third house in Virgo that you have, which is the mind, which is communication. So this tells me that my Cancers may be looking for a new way to earn money, definitely, and that you can be successful at that. But as long as you don't have too many irons in the fire, so to speak, don't try to spread yourself too thin and be too scattered. But definitely look for more ways to make money, you know, and to save money that you already make. And you can be successful in that this month. The page looks to me like she has tattoos, or you know, she has some unique designs on her arm. That tells me that she is unique, she is youthful, and she's wanting to do something different. So it can be that maybe my Cancers are tired of the way that they're currently earning money and they really want to do something different. And this page also looks young and youthful, which is the energy of the third house, which is always wanting to learn, new, right? So it can be that maybe you guys are studying something new, maybe wanting to go back to school to figure out a way that you can earn more money as well. So good luck with that, Cancers. For the full moon eclipse this month, I pulled the Ace of Water, which is super appropriate because of the astrology as well. Now, this cup is a young merman, and he's diving really, and just as I said that, mentioned water, some big water rushed up on the shore and almost got me. But anyway, the Ace of Water, it's a young man and he's diving way deep below the surface. And the message on the card is falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, or a new home. So this goes along with the astrology as far as talking about the 8th house, where the eclipse is for you. So it can be that maybe you are in a committed bond and it's kind of lost its spark, you know. So the next 6 months, what the eclipse may bring about is an opportunity for you guys to really bond on an intimate, deep level again and get back in touch with that soul level love, you know, what brought you two together as two souls on the planet Earth. And water cards are emotional, so the eclipse is definitely going to be a super emotionally heightened time for you guys, and try not to get too caught up and actually drown in emotions, because he is beneath the surface, but he has his tail still peeking out above the surface. So this speaks to me by telling you guys that even though there may be a lot of deep things going on for you emotionally around the eclipse or surrounding the eclipse, you know, there's still the surface, okay? So you guys don't have to wallow down there in emotion, in sorrow, or anything like that. There's still the surface level that you guys can go back up to for air and for more clarity. All right, Cancer, well, that was your forecast for August 2016. I hope it was insightful or helpful for you. Don't forget, if you would like a personalized reading, to shoot me an email and I'll let you know how we can get that scheduled for you. And I hope you guys really have a great month. I'll see you guys next month in the month of September. Peace.